You
Do.
about ready.
Mm.
My bad, y'all. Let's go. Yep. What in the world is up? What's good, my beautiful people? What's up, Mika G?
I'm tripping, girl. You turn on a little light. Hold on, let me set the mood right.
Right there. Get it right. Oh man. Woo. What a week it's been. I saw your post, man. I saw your what, but you know what? Before I get into all that,
Wait.
don't worry about it. Welcome to Blues House. I'm your host, Bluminati. That's Mika G.
What up? In the place to be.
In the place to be. We missed one tonight. He should be on. Shout out to Kobe Cove. He should be coming on later, hopefully. But yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Donate if you can. Support the channel, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Join in on this lovely house party that we throw every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m.
And then, as my daughter said, I wish it was on Fridays too. And I'm like, wait.
She wish it was on Friday.
Yeah.
You must don't be messing with her for that hour and a half. She's like, yeah, put that on Fridays too, so you be out of the way, man. Yeah. But yeah, man, like I said, what a week has been. No more, right? Like I said, I saw your post, Wayne. I'm with you. I don't think it's really no more. I think we done squeezed all we could up out of it. I know it's seen some people still talking about it, and I'm like, y'all act like it was a brawl or something.
Right,
you know
like right. Y'all act like it was like they threw down on the. It was one slap.
Right, one slap. He apologized. You know what I'm saying? They should take his. Why did they let him keep it? I'm like, Harvey Weinstein has all his. Bill Cosby has his. All the people who've gone to jail have theirs.
Roman Polanski still got his. So
ain't no precedent. No precedent is there to, you know what I'm saying, take his award away from him, man. But I do want to start before I go super deep into it. I want to start with shit. I meant to write it. My bad. Give me 1 second. Oh, I forgot. Ooh, I gotta throw that in now. Shit. Tripping. All right, yeah. Before I get into what tonight's episode is, I want to honor this guy here, man.
Yes.
Samuel Jackson received I think it was a lifetime.
I want to say it was
award.
Yes.
I don't know if that's new or whatnot. But basically, he, and I don't want to sound. Let me give his kudos before I say what I'm saying.
I'm gonna say this man deserves his flowers.
Yeah, he's well deserving of an Oscar. Deserving of an Oscar. I guess my question is what role? Because this is for like all of his work that he's
right.
Done. Right. What role would he have won an Oscar for? Do you think he should have won an Oscar for? And I don't want to sound like I'm trying to take away, because I'm not trying to take away his Oscar. I just want to put an emphasis on his career by saying, I think he's had some roles to where maybe he should have won. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Right. An Oscar.
Like it's hard with Samuel L. Jackson because he's done so much.
Yep.
And the first thing that pops into your mind is all of his, all the movies that he's done for Tarantino. Yeah. you know, and then you think of some of the bad movies like Snakes on a Plane, which you damn sure ain't getting an Oscar for that.
Right.
But like to think about his serious roles that he has done, it's hard to just pinpoint one.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to just pinpoint just one that he would deserve an Oscar for. I think his you know his range speaks for itself.
Yeah.
So you can't just narrow. I mean there should have been some movies that he should have been nominated for, and he wasn't nominated for.
He wasn't, because I was gonna say maybe Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I can see why the Oscars did. I can see why the Academy didn't nominate him for that movie, even though he was great in that movie.
He wasn't nominated for it.
I don't know if he was. Let me see.
Yeah, I think we need to pull his stats up. Pull up this man's stats.
Let's see. He did. He got snubbed for Pulp Fiction. That's right.
Oh, he was snubbed for Pulp Fiction.
He was snubbed for Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
Ah.
And I can see why.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction. So, but that's the only thing he was nominated for.
Right.
Is what I'm looking at.
That's crazy.
Wow. So let's look at some of these, because he does have awards. It's not like he hasn't been, hasn't won anything. Golden Globe Awards. That was a motion picture Against the Wall. Pulp Fiction. A Time to Kill. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. There, yes. He should have been nominated for that role. Because when I tell you, you felt his pain.
Yes.
Coach Carter.
Right.
Coach Carter. Why were you not nominated for that?
Or, like you said, Tarantino film Django Unchained. Man, who was he playing Steven?
Wait. If we're gonna nominate him for a Tarantino movie, that was the one.
That's the one. What else we got? Long Kiss Goodnight, A Time to Kill, Eve's Bayou, Negotiator, Coach Carter, like you said. Excuse me. Jungle Fever. I don't think he had enough in Jungle Fever. I don't know what you would, because they say best supporting, but I don't know if I would support. Well, I don't know.
I mean, why was he?
Gator could have won. I don't know. Supporting
Black Snake
depends on what he was
Moan
up against that year.
You remember that year that Black Snake Moan had all them nominations?
But he wasn't part of the nomination.
Exactly.
Yep. Eve's Bayou. I mean, like I said, he's won some stuff, but the ones that stick out, hell, you know what? Kingsman. I like
187.
Oh, 187, yeah. Like he got some stuff that he should have been nominated for.
Fresh. So,
yep, Fresh. Yeah, nah, man. Come on, man. Get this dude. This dude should have been nominated for, if not like best actor, at least best supporting actor. He should have been, you know what I'm saying? Some roles he should have.
I agree.
At least been nominated for one in that. So
this guy's, his resume speaks for itself. Like
it does.
You can't just like I said, you can't just pinpoint one movie role that he did. I mean, his range has gone from dramatic roles to action roles to comedies to horror movies. I mean, he's done it all. Right. We ain't gonna give him supporting actor for Deep Blue Sea.
You know what? Oh, why not nominate him though?
Or Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. It's some roles he could have just not. Oh, you know what? This brings up something to me when we get, because we got actors like Samuel L. Jackson whose range is crazy and wild, takes these roles that might not necessarily be the best for him, you know what I'm saying? And he still puts out a good product. The movie might not be the best, but he still puts out a good product.
Right.
When are the Oscars? Because when I looked at that, the list of what the nominees are, I'm like, some of these things should be taken off and should be replaced with other things. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to like the movies. it's different type of movies. You got action movies, dramas, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. The comic book genre has kind of taken over, or not, or these big tentpole movies. They never get nominated. They sell the most. If you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying, it should be like a most popular movie,
right,
or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like these award shows might want to start looking into things like that, because viewership is down, and it's down because you're nominating movies that I ain't going to watch,
and that I ain't never seen before.
That I ain't never seen, nor do I know about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what Coda was. What the hell was Coda? You know what I mean? I'm not checking for that. Now, it might make me go check for. I might go do a quick search to see what it was, but I still don't know if I'm gonna go and watch it. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna read the plot on Wikipedia.
Right.
Exactly. Save my coins.
So, some of these movies that are keeping Hollywood afloat, i.e., these comic book movies, some of these, action films and stuff like that, I think they deserve some type of limelight, and also those actors might deserve some type of limelight. It doesn't necessarily have to be like best actor, right? Or best, you know what I'm saying, but best action hero, because and I think that's the reason why I like the MTV Movie Awards.
And that's why I was getting ready to say that. That's why I watch the MTV Movie Awards, is because they don't do the boring categories like the Academy, like the Oscars does. Right, they're like best kiss, and you're like, oh, best kiss.
Yeah, they need to change some of these nominations, man. I know they probably ain't gonna be on TV next year. But if they do decide to broadcast, give Will Packer one more chance.
No.
Give my dog one more shot, man. But and change up the nominees. Make it's 2022. You can still have those categories, but those categories should be ancillary. They should be like this is what we're broadcasting. We're not broadcasting which I mean they don't anyway, you know what I'm saying? But like best technical director.
Right.
Best boom mic supporter. Like who, what? You know what I'm saying? I get it. I know you want to, we want to give kudos to everybody's job. Understood. But I didn't go to the movies to see who was the best boom mic operator. You know what I'm saying? I didn't be like, man, you
best makeup.
Yeah, even best makeup. Like I didn't go to the movie to see who best or make it sexy. Like, you know what I'm saying? When old girl won for Black Panther. It was a best costume or whatever. I get it. Dress that up to make me want to be like, oh shit, because you got to put this up against some dope shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Her winning best costume with Black Panther made sense because she was kind of she was taking African attire from here, you know what I'm saying? African attire from over there, different cultures, and putting them all together to make one. So best costume, if a movie, I don't know what the movie that won before her, they might have walked around in suits all day. That's not best costume. I can go and do that shit. Like, make it, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna nominate best, like I said, best makeup, best makeup should be like for a horror film. You know what I mean? Or
like Guardians of the Galaxy. Like who?
Yeah,
why wasn't that nominated for an Oscar for best makeup?
You know what I'm saying? Stuff, things like that, man. Oscars got to go. They might need to take a year off, reevaluate their presentation, and not because of what happened either. That had to me that has nothing to do with it. How do you sell this to these kids today? These kids today don't. You know what I'm saying? They're on.
Grandma and them still watching the Oscars.
Right?
Where do you see that? You see that boy go on stage or slap the other boy?
You want Oscars to be something, you have to make it viral, not in a bad way, but have moments. You know what I'm saying? To where it's viral, skits. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. You got it's all these actors in the building. You can't put together a YouTube skit, a TikTok skit, or you know what I'm saying? Twitch gaming skit, something. To get, you know what I'm saying, to get more and I think you should do a fan's choice. Like a People's Choice Award. And let us vote on some of these nominees. Not everything, but like you said, had like a best kiss, something that kind of don't necessarily push that actor, you know what I'm saying? Like Nobody, I'm not gonna be like, if I'm a director, I'm like, well, you know, she won Best Kiss. We got to get her in this film. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Feel something that's fun and would get something that could be talked about for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole thing now is to have, if you do something, some type of event, you want it to linger in the metaverse and that atmosphere for at least a couple of days after you have said event. You know what I mean? And they just Oscars, Golden Globes, they just ain't cutting it, man. They just.
And that's why award shows like the People's Choice Awards and MTV Movie and Music Awards are go viral, you know what I'm saying? Because they have viral moments, you know what I'm saying? There's skits in between, you know, presenting. There's, you know, there's something to keep the audience engaged, and not just because it's MTV. I mean, I just said People's Choice Awards, like they'll do, you know, funny things in between their presentation for anything. But the reason why the People's Choice Awards works is because they allow the people to vote.
Right. And they don't vote on everything, but they allow the people to engage. And the thing is, how about this? Maybe we should vote on everything. And maybe that would, you know what I'm saying, with these critics, now they have to look at what the audience is saying. That board, whoever those, I forgot how many members it is on the board, now they got to look at what the people are saying. And they should put out what the people voted for.
Right.
So when Samuel don't win the award, like maybe the people thought he should, now they got, you know, it's questions to be answered. And it creates a little controversy, which indeed in turn then creates more talking points going, you know what I'm saying? Going forward. Because right now, shows like ours, other shows like that, that's what's ruling the space. It's not E! Entertainment or Fox, you know what I'm saying, wherever people are getting their entertainment news from. People go on YouTube to get their entertainment news.
Right.
And we'll sit here and talk about it for 2 hours. Entertainment won't. They'll just be, you know what I'm saying?
Here's your 5, no, not even 5 minutes. Here's your 2 minutes, and we're moving on to the next topic.
Yep. That's it. Move right on to the next topic. And I don't want to go back on Big Willie style, but I just want to say this. I seen the media, they were talking about it, and I don't care which side you fall on, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think it's a side. I just think shit, you know what I'm saying? Some shit happened. But I seen the media say, this is crazy. This is taken away from real stories. You know, it's real things going on in the news. And I'm like, y'all, you do know y'all are the news. Y'all don't have to report on this. Like,
hello.
You know what I mean? They was like, we got inflation going on. We have Ukraine and Russia and the president. And I'm like,
we'll talk about it.
Don't talk about it there. Just talk about what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. The producer like, we're gonna do the Oscars. Nah, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, or gloss over it. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith won his first Oscar. He was nominated for King Richard. It was an unfortunate incident when him and Chris Rock got into, you know what I'm saying, a spat or whatever. Now on to the next news. You know what I'm saying? Boom. That's it.
Right. How hard is that?
You control the news. You are the news. Whatever, man. Whatever. But yeah, man. Big props to Samuel Jackson. I'm glad he got deserved what he deserved, but he also deserves to be nominated and win for something.
Yes, agreed.
Because, you know, an honorary Oscar is fine and dandy, or a Lifetime Achievement Award is fine and dandy, but give him his praise for something that he actually did. Not saying that this, you know, this should be negated or anything like that, but give him his praise for what for something that he actually, you know, worked on. You muted.
I think this year, because Will Packer was the producer, you know what I'm saying? Not saying he had anything to do with Samuel getting this award, but I think it was probably brought to the Academy's attention that, hey, look, we got some people out here that are deserving of awards that have been nominated and have never won, or, you know, have never been nominated. And, you know, we need to give these people their flowers, because if we learn anything from Chadwick Boseman passing away, is that, I mean, we're not promised tomorrow.
At all.
And y'all didn't even, I mean, this man could have won, you know, plenty of Oscars. I mean, was he even nominated for
He only got
any.
nominated once. Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
I'm saying. Like you only we like so, and he's done some dynamic
Mhm.
roles. Like you played the Godfather of Soul.
Right.
You
Yeah.
played Jackie Robinson. You were
Mhm.
Thurgood Marshall. You got nominated for one.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, like, if anything, I think he probably brought it to their attention. Like, there's some people there are people out there that they probably was going to give it to somebody elderly,
Yeah.
old and white,
Or somebody who already passed away or something like that.
right? And Will Packer was like, nah,
Let's give somebody their flowers while they're here.
right? Give them their flowers while they're here. I
Yep.
mean,
And no disrespect to anybody who passed who might have been on that list, but us waiting another year to give you an award ain't gonna change nothing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna change nothing.
you got acknowledged on the board.
On the board. Yep. But yeah, man, it was good to see him get it. And for him to be, you know what I'm saying, as young as he is, I put it that way, and still up there, you know what I'm saying, he moving around like he can, like he still got it. Like there, you know what I'm saying, there's no hindrance. And as far as I see, he might get home and the knees be creaking, you know what I'm saying? But no, he looked good for his age. He looks really, really good. And I like seeing our brothers and sisters aging so gracefully, man. It looks good. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. But yeah, old Samuel Jackson finally got it. Finally. He said they should have let him cuss.
Give him one good one.
I think they should have let it. They should have put it on time delay so they could just bleep it out. But I think they should have let him go up there and, you know what I'm saying, and do his thing. Just one good motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Just one.
Look at this motherfucker.
Right. Just let him get one off. I think that would have been a good move, man. Because that's his signature word. They should have just let him get it off. And I do like that Denzel presented him and Denzel never starred in anything together, have they?
That's a good question.
I don't think they have.
To Google.
Yeah. Let me see.
Mo Better Blues.
Mo Better Blues. That has the cast in it. Yeah.
Mo Better Blues.
Is that the only one?
It says Do the Right Thing, but I'm like, where was Denzel Washington?
Denzel was in Do the Right Thing?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what it said. Maybe Google was wrong. Yeah, they have him in the cast of Do the Right Thing. Maybe somebody just added that on accident.
I see that. Yeah, Do the Right Thing and Mo Better Blues.
I definitely remember. Oh, God, I don't think he was in Do the Right Thing.
He might have been. He might have been in there. I mean, it was '89. This is Spike Lee.
True. He might have been like one of the people in the back.
Yeah. It ain't like he was a big name or something. You know what I mean?
They didn't. It doesn't have a name next to his role in there. So
you probably ask him and he be like, "Well, I was in what?"
I was in Do the
Right Thing. No, I was not. Why y'all lying like that?
Oh, maybe I was one of them little kids on. No, I don't remember.
But that's dope. So, but they've never, like, other than Mo Better Blues, I don't think they. And he was was he the trumpet? No, that was. He done been in some movies. I'm getting some stuff mixed up.
I told you.
I'm getting it mixed up, man. I think he was the other trumpet player. What am I thinking? Juice. He just owned the little laundromat in Juice, right? I can't remember.
I don't remember now. Look, he done been in so many movies.
They all run together, man.
They all look. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I can't remember, man. I can't remember. But salute to the homie Samuel Jackson, man. Keep doing your thing. Keep bringing us great films. I'm just thinking about all the movies he's been in.
He's been on a lot.
Like, it's like he don't even care. He be like, hey, this ain't going to the movies. It might not even go DVD. This just might end up somewhere. We don't know. He be like, all right,
I don't care.
I don't care. Let's do it. You know.
I know I died in Deep Blue Sea. Bring me back in the sequel.
Yeah.
I'll come back as a head.
He'd be happy. Oh, that he's only done one horror movie. Now that I think about it,
He did Snakes on the Plane too.
that ain't a horror movie.
It counts.
Ain't no horror movie.
And Glass, even though it's the M Night, it's the M Night.
Yeah,
But
that was
I
M.
mean,
Night.
it's M Night though.
I'm
You
talking
gotta
about like because he was in what was it? Room with John Cusack. Room such and such. What number was it?
Room. I know exactly what you're talking about. He was in Spiral too. Just want to throw that out there.
He was in Spiral?
Yeah, he was.
I haven't watched it.
1408. That's the. It's called
1408.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh,
He was in Spiral.
Mm.
And since you ain't seen it, I ain't gonna tell you what happened.
Yeah, I ain't seen it. But yeah, man. Big salute, Samuel Jackson. What's his okay? Before I go away from it, what's his movie that you know him for, or that you think people would know him for? Most popular movie.
Oh, I hate to say it, but
what's your favorite Samuel Jackson movie?
My favorite Samuel Jackson movie is I liked him in Triple X.
What? You just went total. You just said, I'm gonna pick one of these joints.
No, okay. I liked him in Triple X because he was just like he was that Pulp Fiction asshole that he normally that role, but he was just like giving Vin Diesel like all the business. He was. My favorite
Sam Jackson movie. You just went left and you just threw me off.
I'm sorry. I mean, it was between that and Pulp Fiction.
You know what I liked him in? I liked him in Shaft, the first one.
Oh yeah,
not that sequel.
Not that sequel.
Yeah, that sequel. That was bad. How did that even? Will Packer. Will Packer.
That's why he got.
That's why he got this.
Hey, Will Packer.
You do this Shaft movie, I get you. But no, that first Shaft movie with Christian Bale, that was dope, man. Because it wasn't because this second Shaft, it was comedy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That first Shaft, it was hard nose, had Busta Rhymes in. Bah, bust your mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I would say for me, I like Shaft as a Sam Jackson movie. And I'm, if you ask me tomorrow, it'll probably be something else because he's done so much. But
I'm gonna say Long Kiss Goodnight too. So.
Oh man, Hennessy. Long Kiss Goodnight is actually one of my favorite movies of all time. Actually.
Okay, and you didn't choose it as your favorite Samuel Jackson movie.
But because that's my favorite. Gina, what's her name?
Gina Davis.
Gina Davis. That's my favorite Gina Davis movie because that pirate movie she did trash. That was bad, man. Even I used to watch that all the time too. But as I got older, I was like, this is a bad movie. This ain't good. But she killed in Beetlejuice. And she was the president. And was it West Wing?
Was it West Wing?
I want to say West Wing. But I was a Gina Davis fan, especially with There's No Crying in Baseball. What was that?
A League of Their Own.
League of Their Own. Yeah, that was the joint there, man. That was the joint. But yeah, let's move on. Salute to Sam Jackson. Salute.
Black people are genius.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you did watch it, right? I put it out to watch it.
I'm ready.
All right. Moon Knight. First episode.
He's gonna call it Moonlight because he always does. Go.
Moon Knight.
It's Moonlight.
You didn't go and watch Moonlight, did you?
I did. Nah.
First episode of Moonlight. So it's this black dude, this other black dude, and they was
if you were gonna watch Moonlight, I was gonna watch the original one with I think Bruce Willis was in
with Bruce.
In that show.
And that news we're getting that after this. But yeah, first episode of Moon Knight. Um, for those who don't know who Moon Knight is,
This first episode don't tell you
you don't
jack
tell you Jack.
a
So
damn thing.
I'll give you a quick synopsis of Moon Knight. So Moon Knight, it follows Stephen Grant, who's a mild-mannered gift shop employee who becomes plagued with blackouts and memories of another life. Stephen discovers that he has a dissociative identity disorder and shares a body with mercenary Mark Spector. As Stephen / Mark's enemies converge upon them, they must navigate their complex identities while thrust into the deadly mystery among the powerful gods of Egypt. So that's a quick overview. But from what I understand is you're not going to get an origin story.
This ain't it.
This is not going to be. There's no origin story.
This ain't it.
This is Moon Knight. He's here.
Right.
He's been operating. He's been doing his thing. The accent one is bad. It was still aggravating, but it wasn't as bad. You know,
it depend on who he was talking to at the time.
Who he was talking to, especially coming out of how he looks. Because I don't think a man built like that would have a voice that way.
Exactly.
And that just put down. I don't think he would. I don't care how mild mannered, how, you know what I'm saying. He sounded like a little boy.
Like I said, it depended on who he was talking to, but the accent kind of it threw me. I was just like, okay, look, let's get through this.
Yeah. So we'll start with, did you like it?
Okay, I will say the first time I watched it, I really wasn't fully engaged in it because I had already went in with the this is gonna suck this attitude. Right. And so then I was like, okay, once I got to the end and I was like, oh, things are happening. Let me watch again. So second time I watched it, I was like, yo, this might be good. Yeah. Because just the scenes of him like flashing in between, you know, his in and out, like, and then you see, you don't even get to see what happened. Right. All you know is something happened.
And he fucked somebody up. Yeah.
Right. And so like I was like, okay, you know what? I'll give this show a chance.
Right. Yeah, I felt the same way as you felt going in, like this, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was not hype about it at all. I watched it and I fell asleep. I ain't gonna lie to you. I fell asleep. I woke up. I might have dozed off maybe a good 2-3 minutes. Woke up I dozed off right before the ending. You know what I'm saying? I tried my best, but I dozed off. Boom, dozed off, woke up, and he was beating up on the jackal. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes off. But so like you said, I said, all right, let me rewatch it. Rewatched it, watched the whole thing through. Second viewing ended up being a good view, right?
Right.
Don't like the accent. I don't like them turning Stephen into what they turned him into. Because Stephen, the reason why they always compare like Moon Knight and Batman is because they're basically the same. Because Batman suffered from a dissociative disorder as well. We just don't bring it up, right?
Period.
So imagine, well, not imagine, Moon Knight is the same thing. It's just each one of his, you know, people actually take over said body. But Stephen Grant is a millionaire. He's the money. You see what I'm saying? So you got Stephen Grant, Mark Spector is the fighter. He's the mercenary. And then you got Jake Lawton, I think is his name. He's like the guy about town. He's a cab driver. So he know all the business, you know what I'm saying? He know what's going on, the dark alleys, the streets. So when you have those three working in tandem, you got, you know what I'm saying, the superhero that you need to have.
Right.
But I wish they kind of would have kept that side of it. And who knows, maybe we still might get Stephen Grant being a millionaire and he don't know. I mean, he is calling his mama, who I don't even know how. That's the thing about, like, think about you having 3 personalities in your head. Is your mama the mama of all 3 of them?
Yeah.
You would think, right?
Right.
But I
Because
don't
I
know.
mean, obviously your mother would know that there
You
are
have it. You
there are
right.
multiple yous, so your mom would know. But
What if?
in your mind, I guess you would have three different mothers. You would be like, your other two personalities would either A, create a story where the mother passed and you don't
Mhm.
know her, or, I was an orphan because I have no mother, right?
Right, and that's what I was gonna say. When you crack that way, whoever your first, real personality is, of course they will have a mother.
Right.
But you crack that because I was thinking about. I was like, man, what if you had this dissociative order, you crack, and now you're Mika G,
Mm-hmm.
right? You don't went out, started a whole family, got kids, husband. You know what I'm saying? But the people who love you don't know where the hell you at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, from your other personality, your real personality.
Right.
They like, damn, ran away. They looking. You got a whole different social security number. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to got all this stuff done to live this life.
Right.
Then you just wake up one day and you disappear from them because you go back looking for your original mom. You know what I'm saying? That would be wow. That's crazy, man. I wouldn't. I guess I wouldn't wish that on nobody because we're looking at it, and I do like the way Marvel did it. He don't know what the fuck going on.
Right.
He just think that he might black out. But when he woke up with the broke jaw and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Woo. Woo.
You know
I'm
what I
like,
mean?
how you still talking though? Let's talk about that.
He's like, oh, like that's
like
crazy.
You ain't even crack that mug back into place. You just started talking.
That's crazy to me, man. I do like them kind of doing a deep dive on this disorder. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't know nothing about dissociative. What it
just call it did. That's all. That's what.
Who
did? Yeah,
okay. Did. Nobody knows too much about did. As far as regular people go. So them doing this is kind of like a case study of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And us viewers get to see that. So I want to give them high praise for that. But if you just jumping into this show, I feel sorry for you. Like you, Mika, you're not a comic book person.
Right.
You kind of getting up to, having talks with me and Kobe, you kind of, getting up to speed. Some things you might check out, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, you might not, because that's just not your lane.
Right.
Now imagine if you had no info and you watched that episode. What would you think?
Honestly, it's almost like me jumping into What If.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because up until that point of my Marvel history, it's only been movies. Like, right. I never watched any of the Netflix Marvel shows because they didn't interest me. Because I was like, oh yeah, okay, Black superhero.
You got Daredevil and shit. Well, I can't think of it right now. But
they're all on Disney Plus now, and I was like, maybe I'll go back and watch it.
Check them out. You should check it. Iron Fist.
I don't know. I don't know.
But, you might like. Who knows? But
if you were a regular person just jumping into this, you wouldn't think. I mean, a normal person probably wouldn't even think twice about this. They could have took Marvel Studios off the top of that and just introduced Moon Knight, and people would have been like, oh my damn. Because that's how I was the second time I watched it. Because the first time, like I said, I wasn't really paying attention. And then like the second time I watched it, I was like, this is crazy.
It's intriguing, but it's intriguing. I see what you're saying. But I'm kind of like the opposite. I think somebody just hopping in, watching this would just be completely lost.
I mean, they would get lost at the end. They would probably be like, "Oh, so he's a superhero?" Like that's how it would be.
Yeah.
But watching, if you're watching the show, you're like, something's up with this guy because he keep blacking out and people keep getting fucked up.
I guess it's enough to keep you dangling.
Right. Yeah.
But I do see, and I hate it's only 6 episodes. I think they should have gave us 9. Gave us the first 3, and then gave us the first 3 and gave us, I don't know, 7. not
Right.
6, 7, 8, so we can get acclimated to what's going on. Because right now, I mean, you know, I read the books coming up and stuff like that. Wasn't never really a big fan because I'm just not a big fan. I just thought he was a weird ass character, but I just think we need to get active because it's so much things happening in the MCU. Is he a part of the MCU? We don't know. I'm hearing rumors that they're trying to, you know, sequester him off away from the main MCU, which actually might be smart if they're going to be doing vampires and werewolves and stuff like that. Right. It might be smart to do, but at the same time, figure out a way to have a connection, which probably will end up being Blade. You know what I'm saying? So they can do like Midnight Suns and things of that nature. But if I was just a fresh-faced newbie watching this, I would be like, what the fuck is going on? Not saying that it would be bad, but I'd just be, yeah, I need that second episode, dog, because I don't know the fuck.
Right.
Like, I need that ASAP.
Right.
But lots of things happen. There's, like you said, the blackouts. What's the dude's character from Training Day? Ethan Hawke. His character. He's like this cult leader.
I can't think of his name right now, but
Egyptian guy, cult leader.
Like, I mean, from jump, like they threw this villain in our face.
Yeah,
like
from that was the first all you seen.
Right. Yeah. Like, I mean, my dude ends up in, I want to say Germany because he went nowhere near England. And they threw Ethan Hawke's character in our face, and he's like, "You gonna give me what you got on you right now? Run me that." And that whole scene was just crazy in itself. Like him, you know, contorting his body, and you could tell like something else was controlling him from the inside, and you know, and then, you know, then again, the blackouts, like you get, and the voice telling him like, "Get out the way, parasite." I'm like, who is this talking to him? Right. Like I think this is gonna be crazy. And like we said from the jump, like this is not an origin story. Like we are deep in this. He has been going in and out as a person, as multiple people for some time now. He gets on the phone with some chick. I mean, not chick. It's a Layla. I think that's who he's talking to, and she's like, "Mark," and he's like, "The fuck?
How you know me? What? How you know? Or how you know Mark? Like I thought I'm the only one who can hear this motherfucker talk."
Right. So, like this is like they started from jump, just like, damn, an origin story. Here, here, take all this. And you sit, and then once you finish watching it, you like, the fuck did I just watch?
Craziness. Well, I just watched craziness.
Right. So I'm ready for episode 2 already. I would love to know more about, you know, this character, who he is. Obviously, we're not going to get that backstory, but still, like, you know, he taught the Mark guy has an American accent.
Right. Yeah. But I'm over here sounding like a little British boy, a little fucking.
Like, why did we flip that? It would have made more sense. But I mean, he lives in England, so I guess whatever.
I wonder, because and another thing about the cinematography in this show was they used a lot of reflection. I don't know if you noticed that everything was a reflection. Whether it was the mirrors, the fish tank, the puddle of water, and it would always be 3 of him in every mirror. It's always 3.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I thought that was a kind of a dope little Easter egg they throwing to let you know that, hey, it's 3 personalities that this dude is dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Right now you see him 1. And maybe that's what they're gonna do. Maybe next episode is all Mark Spector.
Which would make sense because he took over the body.
Right. Maybe we'll get him for that's what they do. Judges keep jumping back and forth between personalities, which could become tiring. You know what I'm saying, if done wrong.
Right.
But Yeah.
Still don't like that suit.
Nah, I still don't like it neither. It's still a little just don't like it. But I'm game, man. We didn't. The thing is, it was action, but we didn't see no action.
Right.
Right. I want to see the fighting. I want to see the supernatural aspect of it, because now we're dealing with some whole new shit, right? We're dealing with gods. Is Khonshu, is Annette? Do they know who the Celestials are? Do they know who, you know what I'm saying? The Eternals and all these other beings like that. How powerful are they compared to the Celestials?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got a lot of questions that might need some answering when it comes, in these MCU things. And it could just, break the door down and open up this world even bigger than what it is now. Right. You know what I'm saying? This might do what Eternals was trying to do as far as world building and opening up the world. Because like I said, now we're getting into the mystical, supernatural things that go bump in the night type situation. Because when the jackals came out, I'm like, are they jackals? Or are we dealing with werewolves? Because his first introduction, his first comic book that he was introduced in was Werewolf by Night.
Mm-hmm.
And Marvel is talking about doing a Werewolf by Night series. You know what I'm saying? So vampires and werewolves, and you know what I'm saying? We got Blade coming up. So, and me and vampires, we go back, man. I was watching Underworld the other night or whatever, man. Anything vampires, I'm here for. Hell, anything supernatural like that, vampires and werewolves, count me in. You could be like, man, I just watched what that werewolf movie? Howling. You remember Howling?
Yes, and the 15 sequels that came after
it. Like, I can still watch those horrible movies today. You know what I'm saying? And those were bad movies.
Horrible.
Werewolf in Paris, Werewolf in London. Which one was the best one? London, I think, was the better one.
The very first London one. Yeah. Because that was like John Landis.
Yeah.
In his prime before Thriller.
with all the practical, no CGI.
Yeah,
this was, and they say that was like some of the best practical special effects.
And then win an Oscar for it.
Right, I know, right? Oscars need to tighten up, man. But I would like to see that. And some of this, and speaking of CGI, some of the CGI did look like the jackals running around. It didn't look too hot, man. Marvel, we know when the budget starts thinning out. You know what I mean?
Yikes.
Yeah, we know when the budget starts thinning out.
But I will say about this, it's darker.
Yep.
Like this, and I started to be like, oh, this is the reason why Disney Plus added that little, added the parental guidance on the on there now. So now I got to enter a PIN number every time I log into my Disney
I was
Plus.
like, wait, hold on, PIN number?
Yeah. And so your kids don't get in. So your kids don't get into your.
That ain't stopping it. They're gonna be like, hey, what's the PIN number?
Look, my kid asked me. I said, you got your own. Go on the one that look like you. But I want to say, because they were getting ready for Moon Knight to come out. They was like, oh well, if we gonna do Moon Knight, we might as well go ahead and grab them other Marvel shows too that was on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got parental guidance parental controls on Disney Plus now. So this show has blood and people getting shot. You can actually see the bullet wounds in it. So yeah, I see you, Disney Plus.
Well, I mean, it's about time for Disney to Disney. It's about time. I don't even want to I was about to get a little political when it comes to Disney. But it's time to let that go, because they're letting everything else go. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. When it comes to kids and protecting our kids, they ain't doing the best job. So you might as well just go ahead and let it go. You know what I'm saying? Bring the blood, the guts, the gore, and dive into it, man, and do the best you can with parental guidance or whatever. But just because it says Disney, you know what I mean? Yeah, you could, because watching things like hell, Cinderella, you know what I'm saying? Beauty and the Beast, Maleficent. Ain't no blood. Like, how is it not blood in this? Pocahontas is the Indians and what you call it? They fighting and shooting each other, but ain't no like. Come on, man. Let's at least be realistic. Let's be realistic. You know what I mean? Moon Knight ain't gonna change this people's perception of what Disney's brand is. You know what I mean? It's really not. Even I know they spent however many years building this brand. It's not gonna tank your brand. Move it over to FX or Hulu or something like that. If you really don't believe in it. But I think the best thing to do was to add this parental controls. That way it puts the power into the parents' hands. You know what I'm saying? You can't complain to me. I gave y'all the option to make these pin numbers. Y'all didn't do it. Now they on here watching Moon Knight. Or whatever. That ain't my fault. That's y'all fault. You know what I'm saying? But going forward, I just don't know where this fits.
Or I don't think it's supposed to.
Yeah, or if it's supposed to fit. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. I don't know where this fits. I really don't.
I don't think it's supposed to. I think this is probably our introduction to, like you said before, into the mystics, the mystical, magic side of Marvel. And then we'll circle back around and make it all come together. But for right now, this is like our introduction to it.
Right. And with only one episode, I can't really say whether this series is going to be good or bad. So I'm not. I'm intrigued now. I put it to you like that. I'm intrigued. I'm still not giddy about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm intrigued. And now at least I got 2 shows to watch back to back because I can watch this today and then tomorrow Halo comes out. I don't know if you watch Halo, but yeah. So I have actually, 2 shows that I can watch back to back. So yeah, that's that, man. Kudos to Disney. Moon Knight. He has no powers, just to let everybody know.
He just be kicking ass and taking names.
He's a superhero in name only. He has no powers. Well,
he's like Batman.
Right. Let me not say he doesn't have powers. He don't have powers.
He ain't got no powers.
He is, for the most part, immortal. Because Khonshu, he's an avatar Khonshu. If he dies, Khonshu could just bring him back and, you know what I'm saying, things like that. But no, he technically doesn't have powers. I think that's in the books, but I do think they're going to play up to him being empowered by the moon. Because in I forgot who wrote the run, but whenever it was like a full moon out, he did his level of strength was enhanced by the moon. You see what I'm saying? But not to a crazy like I can go fight the Hulk or some shit like that. It was just, you know what I'm saying, I'm a little bit enhanced by the moon or whatever, but technically he has no powers. It's one scene I know where he grabbed a girl and his cape went around on some Spawn type shit and blocked the bullets and stuff like that. He is not bulletproof. He can get his ass whooped by Daredevil, regular people. You know what I'm saying? He's not that dude. Just to let y'all know.
Damn, I'm gonna cut him while he down, okay?
He ain't that dude.
He is not.
I'm just saying he's not. But
guy, okay.
But they're gonna make him that dude. I'm just watch. They're gonna make sure that he is that dude, but he's not that dude. So. That dude.
He is not who you think.
Not who you think he is, man. He ain't that dude. I wish I could bring up like his fight record. You know what I'm saying? Like boxers and fighters and stuff like that.
Right.
That I guarantee you, he has more losses than wins. I guarantee.
Coming in at 3-66.
Yeah, right? I guarantee you, he has more losses than wins. But he is an intriguing character, though. If you can find a good run, a good book with a good writer who writes him well, but it was more interesting character. When I grew up reading comic books, it was way more interesting characters than Moon Knight out there. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So he was always a C level character to me. And you know, it is what it is. But shout out to the actor playing him, Oscar Isaac. I know it's got to be difficult playing 3 people. You know what I'm saying? Kind of reminds me of, you ever watch Orphan Black?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Mika, you
You
missing out on good TV, man.
Am I? Didn't that come on like? Didn't that come on like Showtime?
No, it was on BBC America actually.
Still no.
Still no. When you get the opportunity to check it out, it's what's her name? Tatiana Maslany, who's actually playing She-Hulk.
Mhm.
She's the main character. But in the show, she's a clone. So it's like 9 of them, and she has to play all these roles. You know what I'm saying? All with different personalities. All like,
oh, that's crazy.
yeah, she won. I think she won an award for Golden Globe or something like that. But it's a dope show, man. It's dope. It's real tight. A lot of conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? Because the program that made her. You know what I'm saying? So she's trying to get to the truth. All her sisters are trying to get. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. It's dope. She plays this one crazy deranged murder sister. You know, like it's dope. It's cool, man. It's a dope show, man. Real good show.
I'll take your word. I'll try to find it.
Yep. Orphan Black. People out there, Orphan Black. If you haven't seen it, go check it out, man. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's a good show. But oh yeah, and we get with Moon Knight as I just switched screens. You have Moon Knight here on the left, and then you have this other character called Mr. Knight. Right, same person. No, that so people who thinking that this is like a whole totally different character, it's not. It's just the dissociative identity disorder problem within the actual avatar of Khonshu. You see what I'm saying? So like nobody's left out.
Right.
Nobody
split personality within split personality.
Yeah, there you go. Nobody's left out. But yeah, I wonder if they're gonna show like his moon plane, like Batman has the bat plane, because he has a moon plane. So you look at me.
We're probably he gonna be on foot the whole time.
No, he gotta have it. We deep in ain't no origin.
Or maybe Scott is not the millionaire and Mark is the millionaire.
Maybe. I mean, Mark is a mercenary. He could have been,
Not in England, in the US.
In the US. I mean, I'm just saying, but I just want to know if we're going to get in it, because if we see that flying around, I might be done with the show. I might not watch it. If I see a moon plane flying around, I might not watch it.
I think we're gonna get Batman before he got all his gizmos. That's what he said.
Saying I might not watch it, man. The moon plane. Because everything isn't made for TV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Everything isn't made for TV. So the moon plane. That's funny. But excuse me. I ain't really got too much else to say about Moon Knight, man. Go check it out, Disney Plus, every Wednesday at midnight, I guess. Or would that be Tuesday at midnight or Wednesday at 12:01 in the morning? How about that?
Let's just go with that.
Yeah. We'll go with that, man. Check it out. See if you like it. I still think we should at least got, if we're not 3, I think we should have got 2 episodes.
It should have been 2 because that first one was like a teaser.
Yeah.
And
you know what?
That's how they did it.
That's like what it was. It was a teaser.
It was a teaser.
It was a good teaser, but it was like one of those, you got me hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, we supposed to be eating now. The course should have come up. This appetizer was good, but I'm hungry, and where my meal at? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Now we gotta wait a whole week before we can eat again.
Yeah,
this is some bull.
Oosh, yeah. But yeah, I ain't got too much more to say about that. Moon Knight, y'all. Oh, that's Sam Jackson. Moon Knight, y'all. Go watch it. Go watch it. Go watch it. Marvel Studios. I do want to talk about, or real quickly, I saw what you posted about. I think that was you.
That was me.
Bruce Willis. Aphasia is I think that's the term for it's a dementia condition.
Mm-hmm.
He announced his retirement from acting. He's won two. Well, I wouldn't. Has he been anything Oscar worthy?
Man,
What you got? What you got? Anything?
I'm just saying he should have got an Oscar alone for The Sixth Sense. Like my dude
Yeah.
sold that.
Okay. Sixth
He
Sense.
sold that. Like,
Yeah.
like how did you not get? How did you not get an Oscar for The Sixth Sense?
Sixth Sense. Yeah.
Like how did you not? But I mean, Bruce Willis has been around since the beginning of time.
Right.
Like him and
yeah.
I mean him and Samuel L. Jackson
practically came up together.
I mean, they were in Die Hard together.
Die Hard. Yep.
So,
Die Hard 3. What was that? 3, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you have Armageddon. You have, of course, all the Die Hards, every 30, all 30 of them. The Last Boy Scout. Like, I mean, the Expendables was not great, but I mean, we still gonna throw that out there. He did Split, he did Glass, he did Unbreakable. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I mean, and if nobody ever remembers this movie, I'm gonna remember this movie. Death Becomes Her. Like, love that movie. Love that movie.
But I think they were nominated. He wasn't. Meryl Streep and
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn. I think they were nominated.
Cold Blooded.
No, I want to look that up now. Now that you say that.
The Whole 9 Yards, The Jackal, 12 Monkeys,
Ooh,
Sin
The Jackal was
City.
dope.
Look Who's Talking. I mean, Perfect Stranger, Last Man Standing. That was a good movie. I mean, he was in G.I. Joe, but we don't talk about that.
G.I. Joe.
I mean, and he did some kids movies. He did Over the Hedge. I mean, and of course, Google doesn't show every single movie. The Fifth Element.
Fifth Element. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, he was in Pulp Fiction too. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, this is hard because we grew up with Bruce Willis.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's the thing too. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he's been doing it since you said forever, but it's it literally is forever because
right.
You know what I'm saying? Ever since I've been alive, he's been doing it. Where am I at? Where is it?
I mean, the very first show. I mean, Moonlighting. I brought up Moonlighting because that was the very first time I ever saw Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, right? Yep.
And I remember every time that show came on. Sometime my life.
Oh, it was Sybil Shepherd. That's who that was, and he was. Yeah. She fell off. She just disappeared.
So yeah, like I mean, he did TV shows too. So I mean, he's been in everything. I mean, he had a show called Bruno the Kid.
Bruno the Kid. Mm-mm.
You never seen Bruno the Kid?
No, I haven't. Bruno the Kid. It sounds familiar, but it don't.
I think it was supposed to be like he was like I think he was supposed to be like a spy. Yes. I'm gonna read it. 11-year-old becomes the top spy for a top secret espionage agency. 36 episodes.
Wow. That long?
Mm-hmm.
When did that come out?
1996.
Wow. I do not remember.
I remember watching it.
Do not remember that. Bruno the
And then
Kid.
I went outside and played. But I mean, he's got a hell of a career. I mean, he's always, to me, he's always going to be Dr. Malcolm from The Sixth Sense. Like, I mean, I wasn't really big on the Die Hard movies or anything like that, but when I think of Bruce Willis, I think of two things. I think of the Fifth Element and The Sixth Sense.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I hope he ends up, in a stable condition and his, his mind is still as sharp as it is at this present moment. I don't wish him to lose any kind of cognitive anything, you know what I'm saying?
In the Academy, give this man his flowers.
Yeah, give him his flowers. For if you just did it for Sam Jackson, do it for him.
Give him his flowers.
It's a cut. They should start doing that. Matter of fact, they should start looking at some of these people who have given us greatness, male and female, and give them, like you said, give them their flowers while they're here, because you never know. Like you said, you never know. I think he's deserving of one. Hell, I hate to say it. I think Arnold and Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
I think Bill Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
Give all the Expendables their flowers.
Why you playing? Yeah,
like for real, because the Expendables is nothing. The Expendables was nothing but our old action heroes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. In like that one last hurrah, but it was so good that we got 2 more movies from it.
Yeah, they got one more coming.
Right, and then they kept adding more action heroes. You know what I'm saying?
And I understand, from what I understand, they're trying to get. He wants to do our female, because we've had a lot of good female action movies and heroes, and he wants to get a female expendable type thing going on. And I think that'd be dope.
I mean, this man Bruce Willis has only won an Emmy for Moonlighting,
right,
in 1987.
Yeah.
And a Golden Globe for Moonlighting in 1987. Other than that, I mean, he got a People's Choice Award in 86. He got an Emmy for in 2000 for Friends.
He was in Friends?
It says Primetime Creative Arts Emmy. That don't even count. That don't even count. But he got a People's Choice Award for The Sixth Sense.
Okay.
So he's never won anything
on a grand stage.
Right. Like, I mean, give this guy his flowers, yo. Like it's crazy. Like he didn't even get an MTV Movie Award for The Sixth Sense. Like,
and they parodied the hell out of Sixth Sense. They should at least gave him something, because they used that Sixth Sense joke until they couldn't use it no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he deserves something, man. Salute to him. Salute to the big dog, Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Was he General Hawk in G.I. Joe? Either way, salute to him.
Nah, Dr. Malcolm.
Yeah, all of that, man. All of that. But now you brought up a good point. I think because action films, we know drama is the heart of it's the heart of filmmaking for the most part. If you make a dope ass drama movie, and you star in it, your movie's gonna win, or you know what I'm saying. But those movies don't keep Hollywood alive. They don't keep them alive. Angela Bassett deserves. Come on, man, give these people their stuff, man.
How she not get an Oscar for What's Love Got to Do with It?
Give these people their stuff, man.
How Waiting to Exhale? Come on now.
Yes,
we talking about 4 of the best actresses all together in one movie.
Yep.
You had Whitney at her prime.
She's not. Yep.
Right. Like everybody expected Whitney to be like, hey, she gonna fall. She can't act. And she went in there and shined.
But was that before or after The Bodyguard?
Ooh, good question. I want to say it's after The Bodyguard, and that's probably the reason why people didn't expect for her to shine in Waiting to Exhale, because let's just be honest, she wasn't that great in The Bodyguard.
Well, she played herself in The Bodyguard for the most
pretty much, right? And so for her to shine like that in Waiting to Exhale, and why does that movie not have Oscars?
Even what about Preacher's Wife?
Preacher's another great movie.
Yep, opposite of Denzel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and I get where, like where Black people are always like, oh, we need to do our own award show. Even when we do our own award show, you still don't give these actors and actresses their shine. You pick movies that is is okay. Yeah, they're popular, but you fail to acknowledge the person that was even
right
that
make
made
those
it
movies possible.
popular. Right.
Yeah. They're not. If we're gonna do our award shows, like we got to get better. Like I didn't even know that they just Essence did something.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, did not know they had a big. What was Nia Long and what's his nuts for Love Jones. They reenacted a scene as she presented.
Oh, Diggs. Not Diggs. Not Diggs.
Tate. Councilman Tate.
Lorenz Tate. Lorenz
Councilman Tate.
Councilman Tate.
Yeah, they. You know what I'm saying? Like we and it's not that I'm against that. I do think we should have our own, but we should also be able to stand up in the Oscars, at the Golden Globes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They keep saying, like my homeboy today, he said that those are white spaces. I said, but they're supposed to be actor spaces.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Director spaces, producer spaces.
Right. They're not. It's not supposed to be a race or a cultural thing. The culture is the arts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what space it should be in. And if I'm the better actor or actress or producer or director or whatever, I should be able to stand up in that space regardless of my skin tone or religious or cultural beliefs. So we got to quit looking at shucking and jiving for white folks, or we gotta act right when we're going to. No, you need to act how you act. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's gonna respect you, your culture, or whatever you represent if you got to go in there and acquiesce to what they represent.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not gonna happen.
Right.
And
like we know how to act professional. Don't get it twisted. Right. But don't think I'm acting professional because I'm around y'all.
Right. That's the whole thing. When I hear people say, "Oh no, that ain't the way to act at the Oscars," or I'm like, well, no, that's just not the way to act. You know,
right? Period.
Period. Not Oscars, wherever. That's just not the way. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be professional in all spaces. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Don't. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, that's demeaning to us. Oh, that look like the Source Awards, that look like the Vibe Award, but our award show shouldn't look like that. But if we're professionals,
right,
our award shows should be able to stand up to the highest level of scrutiny from whoever.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
but you have these people in their mind. I ain't gonna say these people. You have people in their mind that are like, man, damn, being professional. I'm gonna be me. Right. Like, if you can't be professional, you don't need to be here. Like,
yeah.
And it's not about us looking good for for white America. It's looking good for society. Period. Like, right. you want to go in there. You honestly want to go in there and trust me, the white people ain't gonna be the only ones that's gonna call you a heathen or an animal. Black people gonna do it too.
And that's what I was gonna say. I think white people is past the whole. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they care. But you know what I'm saying, for the most part,
right?
You know what I'm saying, like, because I feel like we're the ones who put the shine on us messing up in a white space.
Yes. Yep.
You know you can't do that and such, making us look bad. Yeah, making us look bad, but I haven't heard one media outlet say that such and such look bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They just glossed over that shit and went on and about they way. You know what I mean?
Right. Like the whole the Chris Rock Will Smith thing. Like, it got mentioned on the news and they went right on to the next damn story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right on to the next.
They didn't have a whole conversation about it. They were like, oh, this sets the Oscars back. No, it don't.
It don't. It really don't. Mm-hmm. It really don't. I saw something. It was because a lot of the news I watched, they try to be unbiased as possible. Mm-hmm. But in order to even say something about that whole Will thing, they went to Black Twitter.
See? Exactly. Exactly.
They had to go to Black Twitter.
You had to go to Black Twitter to
Right,
get
to get
all
their
the comments.
Yeah.
Right.
They had to
to
go to
get their
Black Twitter.
insight.
You know what I'm saying? Because I guess it was some type of poll,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, that was floating around on Twitter, but it was by Black, you know what I'm saying, and you would vote whose side you was on and stuff like that, and it was broken down by states, and he was like, yeah, you know, Black Twitter, we went to, you know, like these motherfuckers. That's how you know that they really don't care about it, but we care about it.
Right.
We
Like,
the ones making a big stink about it.
If you notice anything about that situation, Black people jumped on it real quick. You had all kinds of memes, you had all kinds of videos, you had all kinds of voiceovers. People were TikTok, Instagram, Twitter,
ASAP.
Facebook. They was on it. I seen and I posted this video on my page. I seen one video from a white male, and he flipped it. Like he flipped it to where it was like, this is how your kids handle a situation.
Yeah,
like one kid was Chris Rock, one kid was Will Smith, and the other one was Diddy. And I was like, yo, like that makes sense, because I'm the oldest, and I imagine like that's my brother and my sister. Like, you know, that's how kids handle situations.
Mm-hmm.
Not Black Twitter, not Black Instagram, not Black TikTok. They had all the funny videos, the funny memes, and right.
So that's how I look at it, man. Like, if you want to do better for you and your family. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about, because culturally, American culture is Black culture anyway. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what people might think, there would be no American culture without Black culture. So anything, whether it's movies, television shows, music, art, contemporary, it doesn't matter. There's so much Blackness ingrained into it, you know what I'm saying, that we should stand up and champion regardless of what space we're in. You know what I'm saying? Because should we be making our own table? Yeah, but I could also pull a chair up to this table too. You know what I'm saying? I could do two things at once, and that's what
I mean, at both.
Right. I can eat at both tables. You know what I mean? And I guess people don't understand that. Like, yeah, Tyler Perry, I salute you, and I agree with everything you said. But Tyler Perry ain't stopped eating with not Miramax, whoever company want to distribute his, you know what I'm saying, his films. Netflix,
Lionsgate, Netflix.
He ain't, you know what I'm saying? He could easily start his own Netflix if he wanted to. I'm pretty sure he has the means. He get with Oprah, he get with Will Packer. They could put some shit together and start Black Netflix if they wanted to.
Exactly.
But they haven't. Wanna know why? Because I can eat at both tables. You know what I'm saying? Use the tools that you have the right way, and you wouldn't have to worry about that. And business is business. Let business be business. You know what I'm saying? We got to learn how to do business and take emotion out of everything, because we so emotional, man. Do business. If the business is bad, hey, bro, you might be getting a summons in the mail. It ain't personal, but I have to sever ties with you on a business level because you dragging my business down.
Yep.
No disrespect to you as my boy or as a friend, but your business practice don't align with my business practice.
There it is.
Sever ties.
There it is.
You know what I mean? And I'm gonna try to give you the best and most fair deal. You know what I'm saying? If it's a buyout or if it's just me letting you go, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? We have to learn to let that be what it is. You know what I'm saying? And stop with so much emotion.
Right.
But emotions make you cry sometimes.
You never hesitate to throw a song in there. If y'all miss Monday, like he went through the whole Fresh Prince catalog to get to his point.
Oh man!
If you ain't catch that reference, that was H-Town.
That was H-Town, man. you know.
He never hesitates to put a song in there.
I stay ready. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I don't know if I could do that with these new songs because I don't know none of the names.
Look.
Oh,
You
man.
know, I listen to the Morning Hustle every morning only because my daughter's like, "Hey man, mom, you can do this $1,000 cash grab, but
Yeah.
you gotta listen to all these songs before you get to."
Like, I do not know these songs, man.
Man, that SZA song come on every single morning. I'm like,
Yeah.
I hate you too. Click.
I try to, like, I get on Spotify and I go to the like new hip hop playlist or whatever. And I let it, I let it go, but it ain't like I go back to re-listen. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's the bad thing, because it'll just play that one song, go to the next. And to me, it's all sound the same. It's all
one time.
I
did it one time when I was in the gym, and I was like, nope, I'm making my own damn playlist. I'm gonna throw in Nuck If You Buck.
But yeah, I have no more, man. Shout out to the Oscars, man. I hope they get everything together. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Chris Rock. I hope Will finds peace and whatever's going on with him in his life. I'm glad Chris Rock didn't press charges, because this the crazy thing, right? Everybody, a lot of people was like, man, Chris Rock should sue. He should sue. I've seen a lot of comedians saying that. But at the same time, they say, well, Will should have just went and talked to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we just gonna create. It seems like y'all want to create more fiasco, more drama. You know what I'm saying? The need be. If the solution is just talking, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rock, ain't nothing wrong with Chris Rock. Dignity, pride might be hurt a little bit. Dignity might be hurt. His ticket sales went up 103%. They
sold out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Sold out.
He gonna recoup that slap. You know what I'm saying?
What?
He gonna recoup that slap 10 times, 20 times over. So
you don't even worry about Chris Rock right now.
Don't worry about Chris Rock as far as that. Him and Will Smith should get together. Talk
at
about
the red table.
No. Will Smith should facilitate his own
green table talk.
Something, but it should just, you know what I'm saying? Him and Chris Rock should go jump out of plane. Wasn't Will doing shit like that, jumping out of planes and helicopters, climbing up buildings?
Will was living his best life. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They should hash it out on whether they want to do it privately or publicly. Do not do the red table talk. Do not go on Ayana, because I don't like her.
Do it on Kevin Hart show.
Ooh.
Where he do it on Kevin Hart show.
Kevin Hart, him and Snoop. Kevin Hart and Snoop.
Heart to heart.
No, Kevin and Snoop. What's the Kevin and Snoop show?
Nah, not that one, because that was nah.
No, they still doing it.
Nah, not that one.
Funny,
they should do it on the Kevin. They should do it on the Kevin. Heart to Heart.
Is that the one where they be in the ice?
No, that's the
what's
coldest
that
balls or something like that.
They should do it on that, because that puts you under pressure.
They should do it on a show where he was like, damn.
Damn. Hey, that shit was oh man. What did that Don Cheadle was like, what he said, I'm 50. What he said?
Yeah, he said I'm 50. He's like, damn.
He's like, damn.
I'm sorry.
Don Cheadle was like, what the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
they need to do it on that show. Like, have Kev in the middle and put Will on one side, put Chris on the other side, and let them just talk it out. And there you go. Although I did hear that Chris Rock did apologize to what's her name? Dang. Black lady. No, the Wanda. Is it Wanda Sykes?
Wanda Sykes?
Yeah, he apologized to her.
Who? Why? For what?
Because he basically I saw is a clip on Ellen. He came up to her and he apologized and said it was your night. He's like, I'm so sorry because it was your night, you were hosting, and basically like I took your shine away. And I was like,
Will Smith apologized to her.
No, Chris Rock apologized to Wanda Sykes because she was the host. She's one of the hosts. And so he was like,
they weren't doing a good job.
It was like comedian to comedian. Yeah. He was like, I'm sorry I took away from you and your hosting and da 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 da.
Let me before I wrap it up, let me ask you this question, not because you comedian. I've been seeing them act like, because I've seen a lot of comedians get together and, you know what I'm saying, kind of like diss Will Smith for running up on stage about a joke.
Mm-hmm.
They're acting like Will Smith just made it green light season on all comedians who tell jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that?
No, because what's his name? I can't think of comedians' names right now, but he was in Jacksonville, and I knew it was a Comedy Zone because I was like, "Yo, that looked just like Jacksonville," and it just happened to be Jacksonville. Alfred Crockett, I think that's his name.
I think I know you're talking about. Yeah.
So he was on stage, he was performing at the Comedy Zone, and he said some joke, and some lady just got on stage. Obviously, she was drunk, but she, basically was like that joke, like she was going at him about the joke that he made. Right, and of course, he didn't like she didn't put her hands on him or anything like that, but you didn't do nothing. Security didn't rush in and try to grab her off the stage or nothing like that. Like eventually she got down on her own after you sat there and cracked jokes about her the whole damn time she was on stage.
Right.
So it's like it's not open season because this stuff happens already. Like we've seen one too many videos of people jumping on stage with comedians. Hell, I done seen a video where a comedian fought somebody for jumping on stage with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the comedian swung first.
And that's the reason why I ask you that question, because it's like y'all know damn well that ain't the first time that you even posted the video with Shawn Wayne's, you know what I'm saying, do the impersonation of Chris Rock, him saying, you know what I'm saying, jokes, and then they rush in the stage.
Right.
That was, you know what I'm saying, it was a skit, but that was in truth.
But it happened.
Because it happens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not the first time, nor will it be the last time that a comedian, you know what I'm saying, gets confronted about a joke.
Right.
Now, like I said, I don't want to condone the violence, but I understood the violence. I hate to say it. I understood the violence because, some people think there's no way, there's no reason why you should put your hands on anybody. And to a degree, I agree with that, to a degree. And then that degree that I, you know what I'm saying, like that I don't agree with it. There's a gray area to where I need to put my hands on somebody.
Right.
It is. Right. I don't necessarily need to, hurt or maim or make sure that this person can't walk or, you know what I'm saying, just destroy or pummel this person. But it's times to where two adults need to square off.
Right.
It just is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Can the diplomacy, look at Putin now. Right? He gave y'all grace for how long?
Too long.
Too long. You know what I mean? Too long. And I'm not taking, whoa, hold on, YouTube, don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking Putin's side. Don't do me like that. I'm just saying, when, you know what I'm saying, with the facts of the nature, you know what I'm saying, he let things slide up until he was like, all right, these hands, you gotta, I let you talk to my face. We were face to face, we talked, shook hands, you reneged on the deal. I said, okay. I show back up, shake hands, you renege on the deal. It's only so many times I'm gonna let you renege on me until I gotta give you these. And that's how I felt like Will felt like it's only so many times I done gave y'all enough.
Right. I feel like Chris Rock got the slap that all of us should have got.
Right.
We all should have. That slap was for all of us.
That was for all of us.
All of us. And I'm including myself in it because we've laughed at the jokes. We posted the jokes. We've posted the videos. You know what I'm saying? We drug Will so far into the ground where this man felt like jumping out of a plane was it.
Was it? Right. Yeah.
Swimming with the sharks was it. Look, if y'all really if you want me to really be honest, Will Smith had a death wish.
He might, yeah. Why you playing?
All them things that he was doing, it was the most dangerous things that you could do. And Will Smith was doing it.
Like you said, the
swimming with the sharks,
climbing up on that building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like for me, that was his death wish. Like it wasn't to fulfill a bucket list. Like my man was tired, okay? And this is before Red Table Talk.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like that slap wasn't just for Chris Rock. I mean, or whatever they got, whatever they had going, whatever beef they had going on before all this started.
Mm-hmm.
That was his frustration from all of us.
All of that. Yep.
All of us. Like if you didn't feel some type of way watching Chris Rock get slapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when he got slapped, I was like, damn, I felt that in my spirit. That was me.
Wow.
I had to gather my composure.
Yeah. Because when I saw it, like I said, my phone blew up, and I hate we even on the subject, but when my phone blew up, I was like, this shit is fake. You know, like I'm thinking it's like a skit or something. I watched it. I said, damn. But then when I heard the cussing, because I know about FCC laws and things you can say over the, TV and stuff like that. I don't know, that ain't fake. Because what was it on ABC?
Mm-hmm.
Disney's not finna let that go down for no views. You crazy? You think they want to get sued by the FCC and lose millions of dollars? This time slot gone, they can't. No, hell no.
Too late.
Nah.
They was like, oh, we ain't on a delay.
Right. They don't want to be fined for that. And then, you know what I'm saying, you go online and you see all the behind the scenes and stuff like that. It was a person who was just filming Chris Rock the whole time, and he was like, man, I don't know what the fuck just happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I don't believe it was staged.
No, you can't stage that.
Right. I don't believe it was staged. It is Hollywood. These are actors, but nah. It's still certain parameters that you have to operate in. Live TV, cussing like that. I mean, he cussed twice too. It wasn't like
right.
Chris Rock cussed and then Will Smith cussed twice.
Yep.
Nah, that ain't.
Yep.
Not that I put anything past Disney, but Disney ain't letting that rock.
Nah, not at all.
Will Packer, pack it up, buddy. That's what they say.
Ain't no more damn Oscars for you. You can't even do the Source Awards.
He had just picked out his office too. He had just picked out his office. He was like, this is my office. They're like, yeah, man, right over here, man. Put every, he had just got it right. Like, yeah, I got the Oscars tomorrow. We finna get this done. After that, they came in and said, hey, you Mr. Packer? He was like, yeah, that's me. Hey, pack it up, buddy. Pack it up. You're done here.
The janitor's closet is where you're going.
Done.
Crazy.
But yeah, man, I want to play this, man.
No, don't.
I got to. Yes, indeed. Where we at? Because that shit was funny. I don't care what nobody.
Lord Jesus.
That was funny. Can y'all see this?
Yeah, I can see it.
But at the same time, like I said, in me, I'm 56 years old.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was a thought. No, seriously. It was a thought. It was a thought, and I blurted it out. Okay, but just understand, I didn't mean it the way it came out.
They try not to laugh.
With people here later after the show's over, but
I can sit up here and honestly say, buddy, that was from a place of love.
Got it.
Like, damn.
You can play it back right now.
Play it back.
These are two different dams.
There
wasn't no.
I said.
There was no like. Wow.
I said, damn.
No, you said the word damn. Do you want me to tell you how you said it?
I know I said it.
Do you want me to say it back to you how I think you said it?
Go ahead.
Damn.
Not true.
Fam.
I said,
Kevin.
I said, damn it.
You said it. Now it's going quieter.
I said,
quieter.
Damn it.
Oh man,
I said damn it. You gotta stop when we get into this ugly ass laugh.
Oh
I
man,
in New York City for women to play the game. My main purpose, my main goal.
When that happened, I watched that over and over. I was laughing at that. I said, "This got to be some of the best Kevin Hart material I didn't seen in a long time."
He was like, "I said, damn."
He was like, "No, you didn't. No, you didn't." Yeah, it was. I said, "Damn it,
damn it." He's like, "Why do you keep getting stalked?"
Oh man, that was ad-lib. So that was not He was like, yeah, because I'm 56 years old. Damn. Oh, I'm sorry. Like what?
I'm sorry.
And
And
Don,
then you could tell you could tell like Don Cheadle was trying not to laugh.
I think
Like when he
was like,
wanted, I think he wanted to laugh. At first he was like,
I think we heated at first. I think he was like, wait, this motherfucker what?
what?
And then he was like,
And then after a while, we're just like, he's like, do you want me to say how you say? Like he was trying not to laugh, and you could tell like Cam was trying to hold it together. Like, let me not laugh, because I don't want to make this man mad.
he said it's from a place of love.
It's a love.
Oh man. I appreciate everybody, man. Mika G, you got anything else?
We good.
We good, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Come on, where my shit at? Come on, don't play with me like that. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, man. This has been Blues House Live. I'm Blue Minati. That was Mika G.
Ow.
You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here.
Take it easy, be safe, and we out.
And we out. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Sunny Beats.